Hi, Taurus. So we're doing a general reading. This message may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't, feel free to check your moon or rising. If you're looking for a love message, feel free to check your Venus. You guys are ruled by Venus, though, so I'm sure that there might be some sort of message about love that you can find in this message. Okay. I am using a new tarot deck as well as a new affirmations deck, but I mean, so far it's been good vibes. Like, I mean, the messages that are coming out are not necessarily good vibes, but it's been good to like read with a new, with new images. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What is the focus of the message for the collective sign of Taurus? Just bear with me if you guys hear me like pause for a minute because I'm trying to get a feel for the cards. It's the Mermaid Tarot, this one. But I like the images, and since I'm getting ready to go on vacation, I figured I'd have a little fun and let you guys see me use the new Mermaid Tarot deck. Intuition wanted to come out. Card number 22. Focus of the message for the collective sign. Thank you. Didn't you guys get this before? Card number 10. Karmic completion. So if you were in some sort of cycle that you couldn't get out of, or if you kept running into the same sort of friends, partners, jobs, whatever the case may be, blockages, that cycle is complete. You can now move about the country, as Southwest would say, okay? The red represents the root and the gray around it is gray space. So you have the opportunity to paint your life, paint the next relationship that you're in, paint it however you want it to be, pick the partner that you want to pick. You've completed the cycle, so you've learned the lesson that you needed to learn. Just make sure you don't repeat the same mistakes. If you want to make sure that you're not getting with a partner that is the same as somebody from the past, really check out how they are from all sides. How are they when they're mad? How are they when they're happy, sad? Is this something you want to deal with? Do they remind you of somebody from your past? Okay. Focus of the message for the collective sign of Taurus, please. That's if it's about a relationship, but you can apply that still to work, whatever. Are they going to pay me the same, and am I going to have the same sort of benefits, or is this going to be better? Do I want to pick this job? Do I want to work on this project, or is it giving me the same vibes as the last project where I didn't want to finish it? Does this feel like it's going to be a burden, or does it feel like this is something that I'm now deserving of because I put in the work to clear my karma? Focus of the message for the collective sign of Taurus, please. You guys might only need one card. Focus of the message for the collective sign of Taurus, please. One more time. Focus of the message for the collective sign of Taurus, please. All right, well, that didn't want to come out, so we're going to stick with the one because I think that there is something in regards to newness for you. So maybe that's why those other things, the other cards didn't want to come out. The focus needs to be on the cycle that you've completed. Nothing wrong with that. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, can you please give me a message for the collective sign of Taurus, please? Collective sign of Taurus, please. Deck is huge. Every journey begins with a single step is the bottom of the deck. So somebody is really trying to move forward in a new direction or on a new path. Visions of life beyond death. So I get so many things from this. I'm not sure if you guys got this in the past or not, but I get so many things. I never noticed this moon on top of her head. So you guys somebody, most of y'all watching this have a lot of ancestors surrounding you. When you're not able to think clearly for yourself, when you're not able to see things clearly for yourself, you have spirit guides, angels, ancestors, some sort of, or even your higher self that can see for you and can give you the inkling of when something is wrong or right, good or bad. The karmic cycle that you completed is honestly so I don't know if you guys can see those little fish down there. The cycle that you completed, the hard work that you put in the lessons that you had to learn. It was a karmic cycle that you completed, not only for yourself, but for generations to come. So your children won't have to repeat this lesson, and their children won't, and their children, and so on, because you did the work. So you'll be able to teach your children, or it at least clears the debt for the next generation. Where's my Amante Oracle deck? Oh, sorry guys. All right, so let's get an affirmation from the Amante Oracle. You guys, angels, ancestors, can we please get affirmation for the collective sign of Taurus? Yeah, whatever this cycle is that you completed, it's like it clears. It's a clean slate for generations to come, long after you're gone. Okay, you cleared the cycle for, or you are clearing the cycle for your children's children's children's. Like, it's gonna carry on for generations. If you had to learn some tough lessons this lifetime, it wasn't in vain. Angels, ancestors, what is the affirmation for the collective sign of Taurus? Thank you. Bottom of the deck, I regard all altars with respect. Okay, so I feel like you guys aren't necessarily judgmental when it comes to people's religions, their beliefs, that sort of thing. I honor animals with reverence. Maybe somebody is doing some sort of cleanse as far as what you're choosing to eat now. Like, somebody might be going vegan or vegetarian. I think Aquarius just had the same thing. They didn't have this one, but I got that feeling like somebody is changing their diet, choosing to eat less meat. Some of you guys are getting pets. Can be a bird, can be a cat. Get a message for Taurus in regards to karmic completion. I think some of you guys are seeing more birds than ever. Like, if you've gone to the zoo, you've seen the peacock, and the peacock is usually not so easy to spot because it just roams around freely. Take that as a sign too, as karmic completion. If you're being drawn more to animals, or you're ready to get a pet, it's like your heart is softening or has softened. Can I get a message for Taurus in regards to karmic completion, please? This karmic completion can honestly be in regards to any and everything, Taurus. Whatever the hard lesson was that you've learned over this time frame in your life, or even this last relationship, whatever, or relationship you're in, the cycle's closed. Eight of Swords tried to come out, but that one flipped over, so we're not going to keep this. Yep. Bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords. That is also completion because it's a 10, just like this card. 10. The Hierophant. That's your card? This is my card for Taurus. This is everybody's card for Taurus. It represents Taurus in the Tarot. So you guys are, it's like now you're starting something new, right? You're writing... You righted the wrongs of like past familial like issues, whatever hard lessons you had to learn over time. It's like you righted the wrong, and now it's time for you to write your own story and pass this along to your children so they can pass it along to their children, and so on. Whatever you learn, the teachings that, or the lessons that you learned allow you to teach your generations how to do something should they be faced with it, but also how not to be, so they don't have to face those lessons at all, because you already did the work for them. They shouldn't have to do it again because you've done it. If there are more lessons to be learned, it shouldn't be the ones that you've already learned for your family, your lineage. Nine of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so this can also be about how your ideas of a relationship or marriage were supposed to be, or are supposed to be. Sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles. But some of you guys are over that. Some of you guys are over the traditional idea of marriage, relationships, and that sort of thing. Some of you guys are choosing to just play the field for a little bit because you can. Your karma is clear and it's like, it's time to have fun. I'm tired of overthinking love relationships or relationships, period. For others of you, it's the opposite. For others of you, it's you're tired of being a player or playing the field. You'd rather have the traditional marriage. Okay, and then the ones of you who are not, the ones of you who don't want to be in a traditional relationship, the ones who want to just play the field for a little bit, it's because you have somebody else, you have somebody in mind who you really want to be with. But I don't think you can be with that person right now, right this second. And so it's like, let me just play the field because I don't really want to settle down with anybody if it's not the person that I want to be with. Because this is the Knight, and then underneath the soulmate card is the King. So it's like that, the soulmate that you're in search of, the soulmate that you know is your soulmate, it's like a level up. You'd rather play the field with the people that you know are not necessarily your match. But there is somebody that you feel is a match for you out there. And you'd rather just have a little fun until you actually come into union with that person. King of Pentacles, you guys have your energy is here solid. With the Ace of Swords. Okay, it's because you got clear, right? You know you're not just some player, or you know your worth. That's what it is. You know your worth. Very clear about your worth. Whether you're alone or in a relationship. But the thing about it is, if you're going to be alone, not necessarily if you're going to be in a relationship, it needs to be with somebody that you feel is an equal to you, is a match for you. Not necessarily somebody who just looks good and talks a good game. There's a lot of green here. So this feels like it is about love. Even this girl is green. So I feel like it has to do with your heart space. But you're done playing games with anybody who's not a match for you, if they're not on your level. The Ace of Swords is also here with the King. I don't know if I showed you guys that. The Ace of Swords is here with the King of Wands or King of Pentacles. So if it's somebody or something that you're not clear about, you'd rather just leave them alone. Cut your losses, or just play the field a little bit. Like, we can date and all that, but we're not going to actually like move to the next level of whatever is after dating. But you can take me out to eat though. More messages for the collective sign of Taurus, please. More messages for the collective sign of Taurus, please. Thank you. Yeah. Some of you guys might be married. Four of Wands. Some of you guys might be married, or this is, like I said, because it kicked off with the Hierophant. Somebody might have traditional ideas of what marriage is or needs to be, and you'd rather wait for that person. Ace of Pentacles. It's because you know you have a lot to give. You have a lot of love to give, and they need to be able to do the same. And you pay attention to what people want, like your partner. If you really care about them, you pay attention to what they want. So you would want to share what you have to give with the person that matches what you have to give. Like, they can give to you just as much as you give to them. And it may not be the same thing. You might want to give them the world, or things that are of the world, like anything that is like something you can actually hold and touch and smell. But they don't have to have that necessarily. If it's a water sign, if they're like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, they would be the Ace of Cups. You guys would be the Ace of Pentacles. So they have all their love to give, and you have a way of showing your love through gifts or material wealth or whatever the case may be. As long as they match you, right? If you're going to give an ace, they need to give an ace too. If you're a king, they need to be a queen. If you're a queen, they need to be a king. It just needs to be a match. Some of you guys only want to be with somebody that is possibly a twin flame, or you have an idea of who your twin flame is, and that's who you're actually reserving your heart space for. It's like, everybody else, I can date you, we can kick it, but I'm reserving my heart for one person in particular. Final message for the collective sign of Taurus. Final message for the collective sign of Taurus, please. The Devil. So entrapment, maybe some of you guys are actually trapped or stuck in your mind thinking about the person that you think is your twin flame. Because they're taking too long to come towards you. I feel like somebody's trying to manifest a new beginning, or just try to manifest a relationship with somebody, and it's taking forever for them to acknowledge the messages that you've either sent out to the universe or actually message them, like text, email, DM. It's taking forever for your message to get across to them or for their message to reach you. Some of you guys have messages trying to come to you. If you block somebody and you're waiting and you want to hear from them, unblock them, because I feel like they are trying to reach out to you, but only if this is somebody that you want to hear from. Sometimes we forget that we block people on social media or on our phone and then wonder why we haven't heard from them, because they blocked. Oh, well, there must be another message because I started shuffling again. Okay, so final message for the collective sign of Taurus, please. Final message for the collective sign of Taurus, please. The Devil represents toxicity, or this one, though, she's like trapped. She can't get out unless somebody lets her out. So you might be like overthinking something about somebody, like you can't get them off your mind. It's like you're bonded, or you guys are, I don't want to say it's like entrapment. It's just that you guys are tied together. There's something that is holding you guys together. And it's like, if I can't have that person, I would at least rather be free from this, like this mental anguish. 10 of Cups. Followed by the bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups, and then the 5 of Wands. So if you had conflict with somebody in the past, possibly this soulmate, this twin flame, whoever, I feel like they want to apologize to you, or you want to apologize to them, Taurus. If there was some sort of conflict, the 10 of Cups, I don't even know if I showed you guys this. The 10 of Cups is the one that flew out. Okay. So it's like they hold the key to your heart. Your happiness is with them. But I think you're feeling left out. Like you're feeling like you're not part of the happiness that you see them having, or they feel this way about you. They see how happy you are without them, and they want to apologize, or flip it. Somebody feels left out of the emotional abundance. Somebody feels left out of the happiness. Somebody is being courted by other suitors, and somebody else sees this. So Taurus, you may see that your twin flame, soulmate, love interest, whoever, has acquired new friends who are entertaining them, and you don't like this because you feel like you're the one that makes them happy. You should be the one with them. Or it's the opposite. You're the one that has new friends. You're the one that has new love interest or whatever, and they are looking at you and seeing it either through social media or whatever the case may be, and they don't like it. So they're ready to communicate in the smallest of ways, whether it's just to say hi. They just want to be back in your mind, or vice versa. You want to be back on their mind. So I don't know who's feeling regret or left out. But once somebody speaks, it's like the issue is illuminated. So I don't know. Like I said, I feel like somebody might need to unblock somebody from social media or their phone, because there's messages that need to get to somebody or from somebody. All right. So Taurus, I really hope that this resonated for you guys. It really went from some like generational wealth to veganism to love. I don't know how it happened, but that's what took over the reading. So I hope you guys got something out of it. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, Taurus.